Welcome to the Deep Dive. So, today we're plunging into something pretty fascinating in personalized online betting. You know how these platforms manage to create an experience that feels like it's been made just for you?
Right.
It could seem almost like magic, can it? But it's really not. It's actually the science of what they call risk tolerance. And, well, lots and lots of data.
Exactly. And what's interesting is that risk tolerance here isn't just some fuzzy idea. It's pretty concrete. How much uncertainty, maybe how much potential loss you're actually willing to handle before you stop.
Okay.
And you see huge differences, right? Some players really like to go big. They're chasing the huge jackpots, maybe those 100-to-1 odds, the really long shot bets.
Yeah, the high-stakes stuff.
While others, they stay much more cautious. They might prefer, say, low variance slots. Those are the games with smaller but more frequent wins.
Ah, okay. So less volatile.
Less volatile, exactly. More predictable games, bets with safer returns, two very different approaches.
So if it's that varied, how do these betting sites actually figure out my specific profile? Are they just, I don't know, guessing? Or is it more involved?
Oh, they're definitely not guessing. Not at all. From the moment you sign up, maybe even your very first click or that first bet you place.
Right from the start.
Yep. They start meticulously tracking your behavior. They're looking at, well, everything. Your average bet size, how long you pause between placing bets, whether you tend to chase losses after a bad run.
Seizing losses, okay.
Yeah, and also the specific types of games or sports you go for, even how you respond to different promotions and offers they send you. It's really quite comprehensive.
Wow, that is a lot of data points. So what happens with all that raw info? Does it just pile up somewhere?
Well, no, it's not just sitting there. That's where the AI and predictive algorithms come in. They take all this data and essentially translate it into your unique risk fingerprint.
A risk fingerprint.
Yeah, think of it maybe like Netflix recommendations, but instead of suggesting, a thriller movie,
Right.
it's suggesting maybe a medium volatility slot game that fits your pattern, or perhaps boosted odds on a specific football match they think you'll find appealing.
So it's predictive, not just reactive.
Exactly. It's trying to anticipate what you might like, what level of risk feels right for you based on everything you've done before. It can feel almost uncanny, like they really understand you.
Okay, so they've built this risk fingerprint. What's the next step? How does that translate into the actual offers I see on the screen?
Yeah, that's the crucial part. They use that fingerprint to tailor the offers. They send you things that align with what they perceive as your comfort zone, your level of risk tolerance.
Can you give some examples? Like what would a low-risk player see versus a high-risk one?
Sure. So if the system flags you as, let's say, risk-averse, you're more likely to get offers like cashback on your losses, maybe promotions for games with lower stakes, or free spins specifically targeted at those low volatility slots we talked about.
Makes sense. Keep it safe.
Exactly. But if you're tagged as someone who's comfortable with high risk, then you'll see a totally different set of offers. Things like high roller bonuses, perhaps exclusive access to no-limit tables, invitations to games known for big but maybe less frequent payouts. It really does feel personalized.
That level of personalization, especially around betting, it sounds incredibly powerful, but it also feels like there might be, well, a tricky side to it, some ethical questions maybe.
Absolutely. That's the gray area, isn't it? On one hand, you could argue these tailored offers make gambling feel more relevant, maybe even safer for some because it aligns with their natural style.
Right, it feels more controlled perhaps.
Perhaps. But the flip side, the darker side, is that this same personalization could subtly, maybe unconsciously, nudge players towards taking bigger risks than they normally would, or trying games they hadn't considered before.
Yeah, I can see that.
And what's particularly concerning is the potential for the system to misread someone's mood or maybe even exploit a moment of vulnerability. Imagine you've just had a big loss, you're feeling down. Instead of getting, say, a reminder about responsible gambling tools, you suddenly get hit with really aggressive offers trying to lure you back in with high stakes. That's where it gets problematic.
That really changes how you look at those perfectly timed bonus pop-ups, doesn't it?
Okay.
So the next time you log in and you see that offer, that seems just perfect for you. Remember, it's probably not just luck or a coincidence. It's part of this huge system, constantly watching, constantly learning from your behavior, maybe more than you even realize.
Yeah, exactly. Look, understanding your own tolerance for risk, that's important. That's one thing. But really getting your head around how that tolerance is being interpreted and then used to shape your entire online betting world.
That's a whole other level.
That's another level of awareness altogether.
Hmm.
And perhaps, having that awareness, maybe that's your real jackpot.